Carlos Ghosn, also pronounced as Carlos Ghosn. I present Carlos Ghosn as another great manager, a rare celebrity among the highly renowned managers. His turnaround story of Nissan is a landmark event in the global corporate history. Currently, he is the CEO of Renault, Nissan and the Renault-Nissan Alliance. Earlier, he resurrected a nearly bankrupt South American division of Michelin, the French multinational tire manufacturer. His demanding and confrontational style caused controversies. He keeps French and Brazilian citizenships. His nicknames are Mr. Fix-It and the Cost Killer and the Destroyer. He is a hero of a popular Japanese comic series. He speaks English, French, Portuguese, Arabic and Japanese. Ghosn believes that a cross-functional management team can create best practices in any area of an industry. In 1996, he joined Renault, the French car company, and created outstanding results. After the purchase of 37% stake of Nissan by Renault in 1999, he worked for Nissan too, which was in its deathbed with 45 underselling models and with $20 billion debt. Ghosn promised profit in 1 year and not debt in 5 years or he would resign. It was a mission impossible. He infused new engineering blood by hiring the lead designer of the rival Isuzu Japan and many experts from Renault. He defied the Japanese tradition of lifelong job in one single company, cutting 21,000 jobs, which is 14% of the Nissan workforce, shutting down 5 domestic plants, selling the prestigious Nissan aerospace unit and many other assets. He created miracle. 22 new models came out with eye-catching designs. In 1 year, he brought $2.7 billion profit. In 3 years, Nissan's profitability became twice the industry average and he could maintain it in the following years. Ghosn was the third non-Japanese to run a Japanese company. He stopped the unproductive partnership with the parts suppliers. He replaced Japanese by English as the Nissan's official language to facilitate communications with experts from the West in making strategic business decisions. He broke all the rules of doing business in Japan. He changed the culture of Nissan radically, and he was compared with the Second World War hero General Douglas MacArthur, the Chief of Staff of the United States Army, who made radical changes in the economic and political structure of Japan in the post-war period. Japanese women voted him the most desirable husband. He became the first to run 2 global companies at the same time. The struggling Ford Motor Company, United States, invited him, but he needed total control, which was unacceptable for the chairman, Bill Ford Jr. He provided unparalleled leadership for the rebuilding of the affected Nissan plants in the aftermath of the devastating 2011 tsunami and the explosion in Fukushima nuclear power station. He was way ahead of Toyota and Honda in this regard. Apart from making him a comic series hero, many Japanese hotels named a menu the Carlos Ghosn Bento, a quick lunch for businessmen and students. He was the highest paid corporate executive in Japan in 2012 with $10 million a year. He authored a bestseller, Shift Inside Nissan's Revival. David Maggie wrote a business book about him, Turn Around, How Ghosn Rescued Nissan. Ghosn spent $5 billion for the electric car project Leaf. He knew the people in developing countries like India, China, Russia would possess old cars or new cars and pollute the world immeasurably in no time. The only alternative is zero-emission cars or electric cars, since hydrogen fuel is difficult to distribute. He is identified mainly with two models, the Nissan Leaf and the Nissan GT-R, an affordable roadster to compete with the Ferrari or Porsche. Ghosn is the familiar theme of many research papers, essays and debates for students and academics. He was awarded Man of the Year in 2003 by Fortune magazine. He has become a member of the Japanese Automotive Hall of Fame in 2004. He is a probable presidential candidate in Lebanon, his ancestral home nation. Now his quotes. A diverse team of different backgrounds, different culture, different gender, different age is a very creative team. Diversity is a core business asset. He raised the female presence in his staff to 5% from 1%. We need to be committed to be more reliable, interesting and productive. We need both positive and negative views. We can always blend them. Employees are the most valuable asset, but from time to time, jobs may have to be cut for the survival of the company. You become a villain sometimes, then you become a hero, and you may become a villain again. Success and failure may not be final. Business is tough. It needs pretty tough guys. Don't believe what I say, believe what I do. He possesses no technical skill, but unmatched vision, managerial skill, and practical wisdom. He proved that there is never a hopeless case. Carlos Ghosn proves to be another great manager of our time.